following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
Look, when you're a short, fat kid, you either become a really good counterpuncher, or you get really good at being to yourself, or you just hang out with all the other people who are getting joked on, so y'all have each other to console each other.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, MoeB, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
What's going on, everybody out there in the world of the internet? Whether you listen to us live or you listen to us on the podcast, welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it's your boy Ruben out here preaching that preach, talking that talk, and saying a whole bunch of stuff he probably shouldn't be saying, but it's too late because it comes out before he gets a chance to edit himself. And of course, with me today, got MoeB in the house.
What's going on, man?
Oh, I was making sure you could hear me, man. I was like, that was a little slow. What's going on?
My bad. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Got the Orioles hat on today. You know, did it just match the clothes, I guess? Or you just shouting out the Orioles because they did something?
Nah, it just fit.
Cool. Well, AG is officially in parts unknown today, so we will catch up with him hopefully next weekend.
Officially in parts unknown. Why can't you just say he ain't gonna be here? Like the people don't owe you don't owe the people nothing. Just hey, he ain't gonna be there. I won't here last week, and he ain't here this week, and you gonna be here pretty much every week because that's what you do. Even when you say you're not gonna be here,
I'm still not. I mean, hey man, just cause I shout out from afar, that don't mean I'm not there. But you know, I was there and I wasn't.
You just was checking in. You was just making sure it was happening without you. You was micromanaging. That's what you was doing.
And y'all was still late, so it's like whatever.
Bruh, like being late is consistent. I don't know how many times we gotta say, man, we was trying to stay true to the show, man.
We're not late all the time.
All the time. The fact that you had to say all the time means we be late sometimes, and that's okay, man.
Because if I said we never late, that'd be a lie. And
You're
I ain't trying to lie to people.
Tell the truth.
I did. That's what I said sometimes.
Like I said, I was staying true to the show. We started a little late, we ran a little long, and somewhere in there we got off the topic, most of the topics. So it was a healthy show, man. Like in the day, we actually I think we started a little late today too. We're probably gonna run a little long, and we're not gonna stay on topic. Like I said, that is literally the formula of the show. So you don't have to micromanage and check on that. That's just what's gonna happen.
And people still listen somehow. So
I guess.
Hey, thank you.
You got the numbers that prove that. I don't.
You know, I ain't saying we got millions of people. We got a couple, and I appreciate those couple.
Yeah,
that's right. So before we get started, I just want to say one thing. The Lakers had a really good second half of the season. We sucked the first half. We probably gonna get swept tomorrow night. And you know what? It is what it is. Because if you was listening to the haters out there, we weren't even supposed to make it to past the first round of playing game.
See, man, I hate when you do that, man. I hate when you do that.
Hate when I do what?
You're basically trying to come out and cape for your team, and then because you don't want to actually take a L, you're gonna say, "Well, we weren't supposed to be here in the first place." Like bro, how about you just say, "Hey, we getting beat by a better team, and you know, I think we had a good season." Don't try to throw in the sidebar that gives you a win, because basically you throwing the "we ain't supposed to be here" thing because you still trying to get a W somehow, bro. Like, look. They had a good season. They kind of overachieved. They had a trade that made them do some noise, make some noise. And at the end of the day, you getting beat by a better team. There's no shame. Stop trying to take a dub, man. Just be like, hey, man, I love my team and I ride with them, win, lose, or draw.
And when the grand scheme of things, I was going to say that.
Yeah,
I
but
was
you
gonna
went in the
say that.
defense. You went in the defense and trying to get an easy win at the beginning. You was like, we weren't supposed to be here.
But I don't get a shot. I don't get a shot.
Those are all those are all trying to take wins, man. All right, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish, but no, Jokic had one of the best seasons of all.
So, as I was saying, yeah, man. I mean, Denver is no joke. Straight up. I mean, look, man, in the grand scheme of things, you know, we won 2 series. You know, if you listen to everybody else, we weren't supposed to win the first one. And that's what it was. But now, Denver is legit. Denver is really legit. And, you know, a lot of people were just like, well, Phoenix, you know, they gave those 4. Nah, man, Denver out here letting people know that we ain't no punks on the street. We the number 1 seed for a reason, and we gonna beat you, and they beating us. I mean, there ain't nothing I can say about that. We're probably gonna get swept tomorrow, and you know what? We gonna get swept. But hopefully next year, we're probably gonna try to keep everybody, and hopefully next year.
You really don't think they're gonna get 1 dub?
Man, I want them to win tomorrow night. I truly, truly do. Don't get it twisted. I do want them to win. But the problem is, man, my fear is the third quarter, they're going to quit. That's my fear. But my fear is the third quarter, they're going to quit every game. But I will say this, at least for these third quarters.
Is it that they quitting or are they just getting beat? I mean, are they just getting beat or are they quitting?
Well, but no, because there are a couple games in the other 2 series where they quit. Like game 5s of both series, by third quarter, it's just like, you know what? We'll go ahead and rest our people, you know, so game 6 in LA, we can get that dub and end it. I mean, and that's probably a very brilliant move, but at least in this series, they haven't quit. You know, because they were down by 20 and 25 points numerous times in this series. And they came back. They stormed back. So, I mean, the good thing about it is they've already come out and said that there's absolutely no way they're letting Reeves out, which means they're willing to pay the luxury tax. You got to do it. Because they ain't paid luxury tax the last 2 years. You know, because of everything. So, all I'm saying is, I hope we get one. But you know what? As a Lakers fan, I'm happy that we at the very least beat Memphis. I almost kind of didn't expect us to beat Golden State, but we did. You know? But I'm glad we beat Memphis. And I'm glad in the last game we stumped them. Because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, man, look, you got to respect some people, man. Look, I don't like Jordan, but I respect Jordan for what he has done. But if you can sit there and call LeBron James old, then you're going to get what you get. That's just like calling Jordan old and get mad that he averages 40 points a game against your ass. Like, you can't do it. You know? So, shout out to LA. Awesome season. Because it was looking bad at the beginning. Woo, buddy. You know? And you know what? If we get swept, but the Boston Celtics get swept, you know, I'm not even going to be mad. I'll take that. I'll take that dub all day. Because if Boston gets swept, MoeB, they breaking that shit up. What do you think about that?
Why do you always try to deflect from your L, man? Like you're just constantly in search of a win. Like, hey, we're losing, but look over there at Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just constantly trying to. Hey, yeah, we're losing, but hey, I mean, we weren't supposed to be here according to the. Hey, bro, just take your L. Just be like, hey, man, Lakers had a good season. I hope we keep Reeves. And leave everybody, like, stop trying to hit everybody else with strays. Like, the Celtics ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with y'all. Because if y'all were winning, you wouldn't be saying shit about the Celtics right now.
Yeah,
you just wouldn't.
I'm happy they're getting swept. No bullshit.
That's cool. You might be happy, but you wouldn't be saying shit about it right now. If the Lakers were up 3-0, it would be I'm gonna continue to suck my team's dick for the remainder of the season. You'd be like, the Lakers are this. Nobody thought we was gonna do this. We defied the odds. Blah blah blah. But look, man. Yeah, I don't think the Celtics gonna get swept. Just like honestly, I don't think y'all gonna get swept. Actually, I think it would be bad for Denver if they swept you. I almost feel like they need to do what they've been doing in most games, which is telling y'all to get y'all ass back up so y'all can get these jabs again. Because if they win now, I don't think the Celtics are gonna get swept. So I don't want them to win and have to wait like a week and a half to play another game. Like, it almost might be better. Hey, let's let the Lakers get a dub so we can get an extra game in there, so we ain't just sitting around the crib.
It don't really matter because the finals are set. The final, if they, I mean,
once again, I don't want them to be sitting around while the other team that they're gonna play is still getting live game action. Because I mean, look, Jokic does one of two things when he goes away. He either gains weight or he loses weight. So I mean, this could be like pandemic Jokic where he came back looking skinny. Or this could be, the Sean Kemp Jokic where the series starts 2 weeks later and he gained 25 pounds. Like,
damn, that's cold, bro. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm about
to say, where you can say it's cold, but where's the lie?
I'm just saying it's cold. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm just glad the world's getting to see
Jamal Murray.
Well, no, not just him. I'm just glad to see the world's getting to see how nice a lot of these players on Denver are who've been hidden or either just hurt. But I mean, Jokic, we've heard about Jokic, but I really think a lot of people who watch basketball or pretend to be fans of basketball haven't really seen Jokic play until now. And the reason I knew that is because I heard people saying, oh, well, Anthony Davis can lock Jokic down. And I was thinking to myself, y'all have not seen this man play basketball.
Nah.
Have you? Because there ain't a soul on earth that can stop that doughboy from scoring whenever he wants. That pale, non-athletic looking dude who plays basketball better than most people, like, you ain't gonna stop him from scoring.
Yeah.
Or doing whatever he wants. I honestly just doing whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah. The dude's solid, man. And, honestly, him not winning the MVP might be the best thing to happen to him. Because whoever wins the MVP, they don't seem to be winning shit in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think one has to do with the other. But I mean, look, if some people think there's a correlation, then hey, maybe him not winning the MVP. I think what him not winning the MVP just did was make him, I don't know, bitter about somebody saying he shouldn't win it 3 times in a row. I feel like he just came out and been like, oh, so I'm not the MVP. Yeah, how about y'all watch this? How about y'all watch the next couple months of basketball and let me know I ain't the MVP.
I mean, I think he should have been MVP, but
And you hear all these people in the playoffs talking about how Anthony Davis has been a defensive monster, and in the first game, he basically said, "Hey, this nigga can't guard me. Y'all better put that Japanese boy on me and let Anthony Davis just sit on the sideline."
He's so dumb. I mean,
I'm just saying, because every clip in the first game where Anthony Davis was guarding him was basically Anthony Davis getting a bucket on him.
I mean, it was jab. For me, it looked like jab, man. They weren't really stopping each other.
Well, first of all, nobody has accused Jokic of being a defensive presence. And honestly, he's like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to be KFC. I'm out here giving you all these buckets. I'm just gonna give you buckets. And every time he saw Anthony Davis, he saw a 3-piece dinner. I'm putting this bucket, the spin move. Yo, when the last time you seen Jokic dunk? He dunked when Anthony Davis was behind him. Exactly. He was like, oh, I ain't athletic. Well, I'm still gonna dunk on you, boy. Even when he hit that 3 in the first game, in the end of the first half, and Anthony Davis just looked at him, and Jokic just looked at him and like shrugged his shoulders. I felt like he was basically saying, Anthony, this ass whooping ain't even about you. You just the one that's gotta take it.
I mean,
these other motherfuckers was talking shit, and nobody
was talking shit though.
No. It wasn't Anthony Davis. It won't even Lakers people. It was just a whole bunch of basketball people who've never seen this guy play.
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis, look, Anthony Davis has been a monster defender in the playoffs. He has. But he also ain't played nobody like this.
Well, no,
he just
not that first few series. No, definitely not. And I mean, it's just
exactly. So I think it was giving people false hope. Now, putting Anthony Davis off the ball is actually a really, really smart defensive move.
That's what you do.
Yeah, it was a very smart defensive move.
Yeah. You put Hachimura
But now the problem is, like, everybody was like, hey, we can't let Jokic beat us. And then Murray was just like, oh, y'all thought this was the only nigga we had?
Yeah, pretty much. Yo, that kid, he's been lights out. Literally, it's almost like he went home and was like, we back in the bubble. We back in the bubble. And literally, because he ain't really blown up this playoffs until he saw the Lakers. And I mean blow up, like, not like this. The dude averaged like 35 points a game.
He had like a 46-point performance in the first round.
Man, dog. I mean, he's been killing.
I mean, just because you hadn't seen him whoop nobody's ass like this, don't mean he hadn't been doing it.
But all I'm saying is, but I know he can whoop somebody's ass. But I mean, like, the dude's taking shots with hands in the face, and he's just like, what? And I'm just like, yeah. And then, like,
honestly, can we just not let Austin Reeves be guarding him no more? Because it feels like every time Reeves gets on a switch with him, Murray's taking that shit personal. It's almost like, so this y'all great white hope.
It's not even Reeves. It's not even Reeves though, man.
Once again, it ain't just Reeves. D'Angelo Russell been really taking. Like he been.
Oh my God. He said, D'Angelo, did you learn how to play defense when you were in middle school or some shit? Because your defense trash.
But between Russell straight up guard him and Reeves getting switched on him, I feel like every time Reeves gets switched on him, he basically looking at that dude like the white man can't jump dude. Like, yeah, I'm about to give you all these buckets. Like, it's almost like he's disrespected. It's almost like back in the day when I heard Larry Bird used to get mad when they put a white guy to guard him. He'd be like, how you gonna have a white guy guard me, man?
No, full well. I mean, yeah, man. It's just, it's not good. Schroeder's done very well on him because Schroeder's quick, except when he goes under the pick. When he goes under the pick, man, that's a 3 in the face. And I'm just like,
but the problem is when you say going under the screen, it's like you can't go through the doughboy. Like,
that's true.
That dude's big, so like you gotta like either I'm gonna run into this wall or I'm gonna go underneath the wall. Like after a while, you get tired of running into the wall.
All I got to say, man, is. And I really have not talked about this the whole season. Yo, is this a series about how to flop terribly? Oh my God!
That's kind of what the NBA. That's kind of what the NBA.
Yeah, man, but
like I've just kind of given up on. But I mean, that's just what you do now. Like, I'm not saying I agree with it. Yeah, I mean, here's the problem with the flopping thing. Like, you can give penalties for it, but you ain't gonna stop people from doing it in the playoffs. Like, people will gladly take that fine. People will gladly take that flop fine if it means it can get the other team's best player out of the game.
Yeah, but
I feel like the teams will pay. It ain't working because they ain't even trying to fine them because they're like, man, the team's gonna pay that fine anyway.
Bro, if I see Schroeder out here flopping one more motherfucking time, man,
it ain't just Schroeder, man. It's
I know it's Schroeder.
Man.
It's
I can't get mad at everybody. Like, well, LeBron been flopping.
Yeah, but I mean, there are just times, man.
Why are the Celtics getting beat by 20 right now, man?
You want to know why? Because the Celtics are getting outcoached, and their coach has decided that, you know what, y'all go well lose this shit by yourself. I ain't calling timeouts in the third quarter. I ain't trying to come up with no plays. F it. That is, to me, man, it's straight up coaching. Straight up.
We've talked a lot of basketball on this show, man.
I know, right?
Like we're a damn sports podcast.
I mean, we used to be. But hey. But the real thing is, this show today is about real shit. Not that we don't talk about real shit on a daily basis, but today, MoeB and I are gonna talk about some real shit. And while we're in basketball, can we talk about Alexis Morris, man?
Do we have to?
I mean, we do. Because, like, I kind of want to know what your take is on it. Because, like, I feel like the Twitter game gotta, because you can't come out and talk about like how the college game and the WNBA game is different and difficult. I mean, you did come from, if I'm correct, she came from South Carolina, right?
No, she was at LSU.
Alexis Morris, LSU. Well, that's one reason why. But yeah, she was talking about how it's so different in the WNBA. And then after she got let go, you know, she has pretty much said, quote, "If we can't make roster spots for rookies, cut the vets," unquote. The vets got to know when to cut the net and pass the torch, bro. Come on, man. Like, am I looking at this wrong, MoeB? Like, you
No.
can sit out here and be like, "Oh my God, this shit's too hard," and then when you get cut, why are you cutting all the rookies? How about you cut all the vets? Well, because the vets know how to fucking play. That's why you don't cut the vets. As a basketball player, man, I need your insight on this, because I feel like the Twitter machine gotta.
I mean, first of all, the Twitter machine has pretty much the entire generation, honestly. But I mean, look, I was trying to look at this objectively, and I was trying to like look at it from multiple angles. So my first honest opinion was just like, hey, this is a problem with participation trophy culture.
Yeah.
Because she's always been rewarded for being good. And now it's like you went to an environment which is like, we're not just going to reward you for being good. We're going to reward you if you're better. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're better, you'll make the squad. If you're not, you won't. So from that sense, I was just like, yeah, it's just a bad look. But I was trying to also look at, did she make any good points? Yes and no. She did make some valid points, because in the NBA, first round picks are guaranteed a roster spot. They have to. You have to keep your first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the NBA, there's 30 teams?
Yeah,
as opposed to WNBA 10 teams. So, I mean, a lot less real estate.
Which is interesting.
Now to say
5 rounds of drafts.
Exactly. It's like, yo, why you got so many draft picks? You only got 10 teams. I mean, at some point in time, you go, should we start talking about expansion? Maybe. But, I mean, at this point in time, they don't make money with the 10 teams. So if you expand it, would the league make money? Probably not. So it's my biggest thing is, it seems like no woman basketball player at LSU has anybody telling them to put the fucking phone down. Like it just seems like at some point in time, your program, if she wants to say LSU in the college basketball world didn't prepare for the WNBA, the first thing they should do when you go to college at a big program, they should be like, hey, put your fucking phone down.
Yeah.
Because Twitter will not get you paid. Well, it will if you want to get paid based on followers. She has a ton of followers. If you want to make money based on being followers and being a public figure, fine. If you want to make money for being respected in your field, go fucking work. And my thing is like, all right, you got cut from this roster. There was nothing saying that you being cut from this roster means you're never going to make a roster. But you know what will keep you from making a roster? Doing stupid shit like this. Saying stupid shit like this. So now that all the WNBA vets, even when they see you, they're going to be like, no, we don't respect you. Because as a young player, my fear would be like, why am I going to say something about these old players who literally have paved the way for me to make it? Why am I going to tell them to get the fuck up out the paint when it should be my job to get them up out the paint?
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, who am I? I'm just a 40-year-old dude saying get off my lawn, because maybe this new generation is like, yeah, all them old motherfuckers in their 30s need to just exit the league.
Yeah,
could you imagine? Could you imagine NBA players saying that? Could you imagine some rookie being drafted and being like, "Hey, all the 30-year-old NBA players need to just give it up, need to just hang it up
league forever."
Like, Like, my thing is, like, would you say that to LeBron? Would you be like, hey, you 38, bro? You should have been giving this shit up. And LeBron will look at you like, bro, be better than me. Like, I give this shit up when you tell me I can give it up. Like, will you make me give it up?
Yeah. And they have 12 teams in the WNBA. But yes, it's a very good point. I don't understand why I have like 4 rounds of drafts. The NBA only has 2 rounds of drafts because I guess posture for that reason. And like, I will say this. I don't know why it's been. I don't remember in the past hearing about so many people who got drafted cut. But I feel like
it happens every year.
Yeah, but I feel like it's been heightened this year. I don't know why.
Here's the thing. There's more talented women basketball players than ever right now.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been an expanded league.
Yeah.
Like, if you limited the NBA to 10 teams, there would be a whole shit ton of players that would be like, hey, we're good enough to be in the league. And the answer would be, you're right. The problem is there's only so many spots in the league.
Yeah. And of course, there are only 12 spots for women players on teams, where the NBA has 14 or 15. So I thought that was kind of interesting as well. But I mean, you know, for your opening day roster, you can only have 12, which I understand, obviously, because you still got to pay people. I don't know. I was just like, when I read it, and I was like, yo, play.
She just ain't doing herself no favors.
Nah, not at all.
That's really all it is. It's like, yo, you not trying to play basketball no more?
I mean, yeah.
And it's, honestly, that's what it feels like, man. I've noticed this when I used to go to the gym and play basketball. If I still go to the gym, the younger generation does not do well taking L's. So what they do is they go to the gym, they play. If they win, everything gravy. If they lose, they go, I won't even try for real. Like, I ain't even playing hard for real, because nowhere in their participation trophy award winning ass lives have they had to take a L, because they've been told their whole lives, you're a winner for showing up. And she thought, I got drafted in the first round. I'm a winner for showing up. And she got to camp, and it probably won't go well. These old vets, because it is a different game. College game and the WNBA, it's a different game. And these vets was probably like, hey, rookie, you need to tighten up. You know, you got some more learning to do. And instead of taking this, getting cut, and doing what most women do, go overseas, tighten their game up, come back into a camp next year, ready to go with the experience, she went to Twitter so she could get support from all the people who ain't got no fucking talent of their own, hoping to get support.
And like, if I'm correct, one of the South Carolina girls got cut too. You didn't see her coming out saying no shit. And she got coached by someone who played the WNBA. So you would hope
and when she got cut, she probably called Dawn, and Dawn probably was like, we need to get your ass in the gym and work harder. Like, she probably was like, you're good enough to be in the WNBA. There's a limited number of spots. You got to go earn it. Yeah.
She was a first round draft pick, and that shit was like out. And I'm just like, it's just like, even the girl, and I bring her up from Iowa, the center, she got drafted in the 3rd round. She got cut too. And I was like, damn, she played great in college. However, I will also say, I probably shouldn't say that, that running up and down shit that they didn't do at Iowa for real. Yeah.
It's also different when you had the greatest floor spacer in college basketball on your team to give you all that room to operate. Because like they made that statistic known all through the tournament. She's only dribbled twice in the entire damn tournament.
Yeah. And I mean, then you got what's her name from South Carolina, Player of the Year. She started for Indiana, and she's out there doing that work. I mean, she ain't that much bigger, but she's probably a little bit more shape. So yeah, hey people, just stop bitching on Twitter. Like, really, especially you're bitching at something that you want to be part of. Yeah, that's just dumb. That's dumb. Hey man,
you want to be a Twitter celeb? Be a Twitter celeb.
And see, I wanted to talk about the NIL a little bit, because that might have did some things, but not sure yet.
I guess see, the NIL has had an impact because, and it's not all negative. I mean, the NIL has given a lot of these people a platform to make money without professionalism. Yeah. So I mean, that's why I made the statement of like, yo, if you want to be a Twitter celeb, this worked, because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people who might not even know who she was might now be following her on Twitter to see, hey, what's up with this shit? My thing is, if you're trying to parlay this into a job in the WNBA, not boo. You're trying to parlay it into a lot of followers so you can just be a Twitter celeb. Hey, great job. Mission accomplished.
And a couple months ago, Angel Reese came out and was like, well, I make more money in college than they do in WNBA. I was like, come on, player.
And but you know what?
Right.
I think that was important. But I actually think that was important for her to say. Because I also think that shows that, hey, WNBA,
we get shit together.
You're not marketing yourself very well. Like, because there's no way your college basketball player should say, I make more money in college than I do if I would play in the WNBA. That means WNBA does not do a very good job of marketing their talent.
Whoever is their marketing person needs to be fired. I mean,
I don't know if they need to be fired, but I think they need to reevaluate the way they've been doing things. I think partially they've been trying to market the same way the NBA does. And I also realized that being a marketing person for the WNBA is kind of a catch-22. Because the one thing you don't want to do is do what some of the women athletes have done, which is, in many ways, some of them have marketed their sexuality as well as their athleticism. Mm-hmm. And if you're the WNBA marketing person, you're like, we ain't trying to do that with our players. We're not trying to sexualize them. But at the same time, we do know sexualizing women works. So it's like it's a fine line. So I'm not going to say the WNBA marketing people should be fired, because I understand, man, that's a difficult job trying to ride that tightrope.
I do think they need to go from 12 to 16 though, because at this point in time, the talent that's coming out of college.
You mean 16 players?
No, 16 teams.
Yeah,
because they only have 12 teams right now. They got to go more because it's too many players coming out. In the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't go overseas. Now, that's not bad.
It's about money, though, because, like, you know, if your league is hemorrhaging to make money with 12 teams, probably ain't gonna make more with 16.
Almost 30 years in the business.
Yeah, what only 2 teams expanded because it started off with 10, right?
Yeah.
So they've had 2 expansion teams in almost 30 years.
It's not good,
bruh. Like, do you realize the WNBA is only like 1 year older than Love and Basketball, the movie? Like that's how I put things in context. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Actually, it might be like 3 years older than Love and Basketball. Like, you know how long ago that shit was?
And there's too many sports outlets for them not to get decent deals.
Well, it's just like what they talked about on the Bomani show with the women's NCAA tournament, how they haven't done a very good job of monetizing it, even though its viewership has gone up as opposed to the men's viewership.
But the reason for that is their contract is locked in with the men's contract, and they've already talked about, we need a separate contract. Because
that's actually the thing. It's not locked in with the men's. That's because what it is they weren't allowed to even call their tournament March Madness because it wasn't locked in with the men's tournament. They had the right to go negotiate their own deal, and they just negotiated a really bad deal.
Yeah, and that's the NCAA's fault.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, they didn't see as much value in women athletics. And the market is saying, you might not see value in it, but viewership apparently sees value in it. Yeah, they got you. I mean, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. We watched more of the women's tournament than the men's tournament.
Yeah. So let's shift to another basketball. I gotta know, man. I really gotta know. I think the world wants to know, man. Ja Morant, man, how you feel about this?
Why would the world want to know how I feel about it?
Because, man, you be speaking that gospel, and you straight up about it.
Please don't say I be speaking gospel. I mean, honestly, the first thing I think about when I see this is I don't have room for jokes. And it sounds funny because, like, usually I find a joke in everything. But
see.
No, here it is. I feel like
what just happened? Trash. From a Raiders fan, trash.
I mean,
that's trash. That's trash, man. That's trash.
Yeah, we're not. I know what you're trying to do there, Dave.
That's trash. That's trash.
Going back to Ja Morant thing. Honestly, man, I don't have jokes for it because I feel like everybody else has been joking on it. And I feel like everybody has been well, I mean, just media in general, people joking about it, and then basically everybody's bottom line is, man, he's fucking up his money. And at the end of the day, I'm just like, man, he fucking up his life, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a sad cultural thing, man. Like, he is a slave. This is my opinion. I don't know the dude. You know what I'm saying? But based on like what his public knowledge about his upbringing, this nigga grew up in no hood. This dude didn't grow up lacking things. He won't born and made in the streets. I don't think he was like doing a Jay-Z, like, you know, Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. Like, I don't feel like Ja Morant lived like that. So to me, it's like apparently the culture has such a stranglehold on some of our youth that we just want so badly to be a part of this hip-hop community that, like, he is just like, bruh, what type of mindset do you have to already had opportunity to fuck up your money? You rode it out. Rode it out. Yeah, I'm saying you rode it out. You got your suspension. Your commercials were still on Nike. You were still in the playoffs. You know, and basically all you had to do was, hey, stay clean. And then everybody came out and said, man, he need to get some better friends. Bro, he got some great fucking friends. And let me tell you why he got some great fucking friends. Because as soon as that dude that was on IG Live saw that gun, he put the camera straight down and he was looking at y'all, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? You about to fuck up our money. Because I imagine if you Ja's friend and you hanging out doing Ja things and you ain't got no job, that means you spending his money. So he in the driver's seat looking at Ja like, nigga, you are fucking this up for us. Like, bruh, why did you have to pull the gun out? And then I'm thinking on a bigger spectrum, bro, you in the passenger seat while the car's moving, he's pulling up a gun. It doesn't matter. You in the car, flashing the gun, car's moving. What if a cop pulled up beside y'all?
Yeah.
And they don't see NBA player Ja Morant flashing a gun. They see 6'3" who's big on normal standards.
Yes.
Not NBA standards. He looks tiny on the court out there. But you see Ja Morant walking down the street, he don't look tiny. 6'3" dude flashing a gun in the car while it's moving. Bruh, they gonna shoot and ask questions later.
And Memphis.
And we worried about him fucking up his money?
And Memphis.
No, man, I'm worried about him not making it out.
I just don't get it. Like,
and then his parents, man, like, first of all, I get it. Your parent, you know, you're a parent, your kid makes it, so you like, hey man, we made it. But your mama calling you when she at Foot Locker having a dispute with some Foot Locker people, first of all, ask her motherfucking husband or ex-husband, whatever they are, you calling our son for a dispute that you having at Foot Locker? Bitch, you better call me. Don't have our son out here fucking up his money. Call me. Call me, dude that really don't got shit to lose right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think everybody is letting him down. And Dave, you're right. I think he is an idiot. But here's the thing. Like, I think idiot is a symptom. I don't think idiot is the disease.
No.
I think idiot is the symptom. He doing dumbass shit because, well, apparently people allow him to do dumbass shit. And I get it. It's hard to tell a dude worth 200+ million what to do, but somebody got to. Somebody got to be the dude that's like, hey, Ja. Like, honestly, I wish the Instagram video would have went a little longer, and I wish it was his boy slapping the shit out of him while he held the gun, going, Ja, you about to fuck up. Like, bro, you can go play basketball wherever. Nigga, I can't go to places you can go without you. So I need you to get your shit together so we can keep fronting for all these bitches. like I need you. You might not need me, but I need you.
You fucking my game up. You fucking my game up right now, man. I'm getting all this game because I'm with you. Now you fucking my shit up.
Dave, man. I 100% agree with you. I think idiot is a series of poor personal choices. I 100% agree. I think he's doing idiot-like things.
Yeah, that's no doubt.
And I hope the least of what this costs him is money. Like, honestly, I hope, like, because, hey, a lot of NBA players are broke after they play.
They've already pulled their shoe off.
Yeah, but I hope But I hope this don't turn into a Sean Kemp story where you just some sad retired NBA player pulling out a gun at the mall. Now you about to get arrested. Like,
You can't dunk no more.
yeah, you can't dunk no more. You got 28 kids by 32 different moms.
Wow. I'd like to see how that happens. Hey, why not? You know? I mean, shit, man. Yeah, John, I need you to stop that craziness. Because it just...
Like, honestly, man, I know people are going to say...
That's exactly what I was going to say. Can we not learn from Tiger? Tiger taught us everything about...
Hold on, Dave, I 100%, it's like Tiger Woods. But the thing that this show has constantly said about Tiger Woods is he needed better friends.
Yes, he does need better
I don't
friends.
feel like we should say that about John Morant.
Well, here's the thing, right? You kind of have to a point, because his friends should have known that he had the gun.
Hold on, bro.
Unless he had it in his car.
No, here's the thing. Ain't no problem with y'all having a gun. The problem is nigga flashing the gun.
Man, he will not be on the Lakers next year. Stop that craziness, Dave. Stop it.
Hey, first of all, if he was on the Lakers, you'd be happy as shit. Like, don't... Just from a talent perspective, you be happy as shit.
Yeah, but financially, that's not gonna happen. But you know, the South Bay Lakers. That's funny. The G League.
Hey man, he could be on the Clippers. I mean, it fit.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they got a whole bunch of really good players that never get to play basketball for various reasons. So why not put them there?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump off this basketball thing for a little bit.
40 minutes later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got rid of two of the things that we were gonna talk about anyway. So hey, it's what it is. So, all right, MoeB, talk to me. Why do people in Texas love their AR-15s, but they also love mass shootings that happen with AR-15s? Yet they still want their guns. Talk to me, man, because I don't get it.
I mean, what's there to get?
I mean, hey, we want our guns, but they killing our kids with those guns that we want, but we still want everybody to be able to get the guns. Like, I don't understand.
Because those people care more about their guns than the kids.
Wow.
And if they're going to tell me vice versa, I'm going to say, prove it.
Yeah.
Because if your beef is that, hey, I have a right to have my AR-15 assault rifle, first of all, I'm going to say, what war are you preparing for? Because I actually understand the gun right activists that are like, hey, we don't want the government to take our guns away. Because I understand it. I'm like, you know, we are too far gone as a society in this country to even expect that everybody, if we're all of a sudden going to say, hey, guns are illegal, you can't have them. Shit ain't never going to happen.
No.
But
never.
But what you need an AR-15 for? Look, me not gun enthusiast. Maybe they'll just say I just don't understand. But and when you say, hey, I have the right to protect my house, I'm gonna say you don't need AR-15 to protect your house. I'm gonna say having a gun, period, helps you protect your house. Now, if you're gonna say I have an AR-15 because I'm concerned that criminals have AR-15s, I'm gonna say. I'm simply going to say, like, whether it was illegal or not, criminals are always going to have better shit than you because they're criminals. And honestly, I mean, I just don't want the criminals to have better shit than the authorities.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
And the crazy part about it is everybody's like, we don't want them to take our guns. No, idiot. People don't want to take your guns. They just want you to get a background check before you get a gun. And I don't think there's any problem with that. Now, some people can say, well, that's really like, it's kind of racist, because then you're talking about, well, maybe the black people won't be able to get guns because most of them have criminal records, whatever. I mean, but if they're a criminal, they're going to find a way to get an AR-15. You know, how many people who not supposed to have guns because of they're a felon, they still got a gun. But the thing about it is, these people aren't doing mass shootings. The people doing mass shootings is that 18-year-old white kid over there who has a shitty life and they want to take it out on everybody else. Sandy Park, that was a white dude.
Here's the thing. I think Dave King is 100% right.
Yeah.
It's a systematic issue that's countrywide. And this is the point. Yes, the Black Panthers use that same mentality to try to get weapons to arm and protect their community. And all of a sudden, a lot of gun rights happened because of that. And somebody said before, a long time ago, and it's 100% true, if every of-age black male in this country went out and registered to get AR-15s, you bet your sweet ass within a month, there would be some regulation to that shit. Because they'd be like, hold on, we can't have all of them go get it.
Exactly.
And is that the extreme measure we need to take? Because truthfully, I don't want any group of people to have AR-15s just walking around the streets. Like, AR-15s are like MMA fighters, man. Like, I'm scared of them because they exist.
Yeah.
not because I'm scared they're actually going to do harm to me. I'm scared because I don't know who's one of them.
I mean,
I just don't know who's one of them.
And if you're
honestly, back in the day, if you're going to protect your house, shotgun. Because you know what? There ain't nothing more intimidating than that sound.
Exactly.
In close quarters, you hear, hey, that's all I need to know. Like,
later. Ain't nothing in this house more important to me. I'm out this bitch. Like, and
but yeah, like at the end of the day, the NRA, and not just the NRA, because they're not like the only gun organization. They're just the only one we talk about. But
they got the money.
Yeah, but nobody wants to say what's true, which is they care more about making money off these assault rifles and off of peddling fear. Because most of the gun enthusiasts that are like, I don't want them to take our guns away, are the people who are afraid of everything and everybody. They're afraid of minorities coming to steal their country. They're afraid the authorities are trying to take their guns away so they can inflict them in tyranny. It's like, bruh, first of all, if they were trying to put a ban on all guns, I would 100% support them and being like, no, I don't want the government to come take all guns.
Yeah.
My thing is like, do you need an assault rifle? No, you just don't.
For nothing.
Like if you have a hunting rifle, you have shotguns, you have handguns. Look, I am okay with all of them. All of them. But they're not like that. And any big industry doesn't want you to limit any of their product. Period. Point blank.
I mean, they just
damn, I said that, and then it's every single big industry. Absolutely right, Dave. Like, no industry wants you to limit any profit margin.
Correct. I mean, what they just need to show them is a clip from Fear of a Black Hat when Tasty T was pretty much, I got this gun for small motherfuckers, I got this gun for medium-sized motherfuckers, and I got this rocket launcher for big motherfuckers.
Here's the thing. Once again, all that does is prove the point. Like, if all the black people went out to all the gun stores all around the world and one day I'm just like, hey, we trying to buy all your shit. We trying to take all the guns, all of a sudden it would be a epidemic in our country with guns. It's a epidemic. All these people have guns. We need to do more background checks, blah, 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 blah. But because like you said, most of the mass shootings aren't by people that share our level of pigmentation.
No. And the crazy part is the people who are complaining about all the stuff, y'all would probably pass a check. So, like, what do you care? But, why can't I wait 3 days to get my gun? Bitch, you wait 2 days to get stuff from Amazon.
Yeah, I'm about to say, first of all, anybody who's like, I can't wait 3 days for my gun. My thing is like, nigga, who are you running from? if you can't wait 3 days to get this gun, who did you piss off? I'm one of those cynical people that, when I see individual shootings of brutal nature, I don't think, man, that's terrible. I always think, what did that dude do to piss someone off? So if you one of them dudes is running the gun, so I need a gun today, you gotta wait 3 days. I can't wait. I'd be like, what did you do to somebody that you can't wait 3 days, bro?
I mean,
like, first of all, I'm gonna need you to stop talking so much shit in the first place.
Yeah,
because I can't think of anyone making enemies like on purpose if you ain't got a gun. Like, honestly, that's like me if I go out to a bar or a club and I see some 5'7", 135-pound dude talking shit to me, like really loud and obnoxious. I'm not afraid of him. My thing is, if you're talking loud, obnoxious shit to me, you know one of two things that I don't know. You know you have a gun, or you just know that you're stupid. And I'm not going to take my chance on that you might be stupid. I'm just going to assume that you are a reasonable intellect. And if you're talking so much cold cash shit, you think you got some steel and you think I don't. Or you think you're quick draw, I'm a draw, and you're gonna pull yours faster than mine.
Or MMA fighter.
Or MMA fighter. You're right. You're right, Dave. Once again, I compared them. Like, look, I think of assault rifle like MMA. Like, bro, and either way, I am going to at least be a little bit more reserved in my response. I'm not gonna fly off thing. I'm like, hey, this dude knows something. Let me see if we can avoid conflict.
Yeah.
Now that is different from running from conflict. But hey, maybe this little motherfucker just drunk. Maybe this little motherfucker got a whole bunch of guns. Maybe this little motherfucker got a whole bunch of friends. Either way, I ain't here for all this.
Yeah, you ain't.
So
winning.
anybody who's like, I need an assault rifle, bro, you live in a lifestyle that is not conducive to living. Or you have just been thrown all of this fear so much in your life, you actually believe this shit. You believe that the day you don't have an assault rifle on your person is the day you're gonna get robbed, they're gonna rape your women and hang your puppy. Like, it's just an irrational it's just an irrational fear. It's just an irrational fear.
Hey man, I mean, you ain't wrong. It's just, yeah. I mean.
So yeah, long answer, but your quick answer is because the people care more about their guns than their kids.
I mean, boy, unfortunately, the sad thing about it is, it's gonna take some shit happening at a place where it shouldn't happen.
Bro, it already happens in schools, man.
No.
It's happening in schools and a church, bro.
No.
If happening in schools and a church ain't enough to make these, gun worshipers want to do something different, ain't nothing gonna do it. We might as well just give it up. Like,
I mean,
honestly, I don't even like going into debates about people with guns, because honestly, they just don't give a fuck. Like, they care about their guns. That's it.
Get your gun. Oh man. So
yeah, Dave, you're probably right. Boston's gonna get swept, and
yep,
it's just disappointing. And the reason I say it's disappointing because they're a top 2 roster in the NBA on paper. Once again, top to bottom, they're a top 2 roster in the NBA on paper. And for some reason, they got a light-skinned superstar that don't want to take shots when it matters. And they got Marcus Smart, who yells a lot. And they got a coach who don't know what timeouts are. And I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do?
You blow that shit up and start over. That's what's going to end up happening. So, we talked about all this stuff, man. What else is on your mind, MoeB? We talked about a lot of shit tonight. Anything on your mind that had to do with anything shit we talked about?
Oh, nothing to do with what we're talking about. Nothing to do with what we're talking about.
All right. So is that nothing's on your mind?
No, some of mine is just ain't nothing to do with what we're talking about, man.
Okay, what's on your mind then?
All right, man. So, as a dad today, I realized that I have not been doing my best dadding lately, because I listen to my daughters like bicker with each other, and I can just not hear that shit. It's just white noise to me. But today, apparently my guard was down, and I was just like listening to them go back and forth, and I realized I'm gonna try to say this as humbly as possible. I myself like to think of myself as a pretty quick-witted individual. Like, as they said back in the day, playing the dozens, joking on each other. Like, you joke on me, I'm pretty good at having a good, funny, clever, witty response to your... I'm a counterpuncher. Like, you give me a good joke, I will counterpunch with a good joke. I've always been this. This wasn't anything that I felt like I learned. It was just maybe it was because I was a short, fat kid, and you have to, get really good at being a counter. When you're a short, fat kid, you either become a really good counter puncher, or you get really good at being to yourself, or you just hang out with all the other people who are getting joked on, so y'all have each other to console each other. Me, that was not an option for me because I also played sports and was athletic, so I was going to be around all the cool kids who were joking on people. So if I was going to be the short, fat kid hanging around the athletic, good-looking kids that like to joke on people, I better be fucking funny so they know not to come at me with that weak-ass bullshit on the joking scale. But my daughters, they suck at coming up with witty responses with each other. They're just not good at it. And part of me is like, hey, that's good. They don't joke on people. Great. But it's like, yo, when you get joked on, man, you gotta be able to hit back. Like, I don't want them to be out here getting verbally assaulted and they don't have a quick response to come back to it, because then they're just the verbal punching bag. And I, I was listening to them and I'm just like, y'all are such disappointments. Like, because never have I ever been joked on and didn't have something to say. That
at least your mama, but you really can't say that. So,
I mean, bro, if they said that, I would at least be like, that's funny because it's funny. It's funny because y'all got the same one. But I'm just like, look, if y'all can't even joke on each other, because everybody knows between siblings and best friends, if you can't joke on them,
oh yeah,
you just ain't got no material.
None.
Because those are the people you joke on the hardest.
Because you know the most about it.
And you're relentless when it comes to them. They're either the kindest, gentlest, most docile creatures on earth, which they're not, or I just haven't done a very good job of preparing them for this landmine of jokes that is coming when they get later on in school. Like, I thought Kiera would get better at it when she's in middle school, and I gotta say she's a little bit ahead of the game from Cadence. Cadence still in elementary school, and Cadence is a giant in the school, so I understand. Maybe ain't nobody really joking on her there because
everybody's scared to get her ass but.
Like, I'm pretty sure if them hands get thrown, all of a sudden them words will come out a little less. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if that backhand from Justice comes, looks like she high-fived Jesus first and then brought it back down to you.
Oh,
I'm sure that can be a deterrent from joking, but like eventually she gonna get to the big leagues of joking. And the responses that she has in her back pocket, which is she tries to disarm you by saying thank you, or I know I am, or is that best? I'm like, no, you've got to come with some quick, witty shit that's gonna hurt. You got to learn how to talk about somebody's mama. You got to learn how to talk about somebody's weak ass wardrobe. Like, if they stutter, you gotta bring that shit up. Like, only as a counterpuncher. I'm not saying. See, here's the thing. I'm not saying be a verbal bully. I'm simply saying you got to get your Floyd Mayweather counterpunch game strong, because that's a deterrent. It's just like these scared people who have their guns thing. Having an AR-15 is a deterrent. Like, you got to have your AR-15 worth of jokes in your back pocket, so they know when they joke, that 12 gauge sound just comes. Like, you sure you want to do this? Because like back in the day, I know in the lunchroom back in the day before, but when I came out my shell, because I'm pretty sure at one point in time I was shy. I didn't want to joke like that. But like, it was like, you gonna joke? You sure? Because like, I go all day.
You hit him with the nice way at the beginning. Hey man, I want to hurt your feelings a little bit, but I got you if you want to keep doing this. So,
and Dave, I'm going to answer your question, even though W.R. Brown has already come up here. I'm going to answer your question anyway. See, the thing about their mama's not very quick with it when it comes to jokes either. So I don't even know if she can tell that they're not very good at it. She might think they have some very good verbal back and forth, and me, I'm just like, man, that's some weak ass shit right there. Like, I need you to step your game up. Like, once again, I'm not asking my kids to be verbal bullies. I'm not. I'm saying I want them to be effective counterpunchers. That's it. I just want them to be effective. Dave, you know damn well you got to be an effective counterpuncher when you joke. Dave, you know. Me and you,
streets, definitely.
Dave, me and you, we worked in the store together. We had some people in the store that knew not to joke on either one of us because they knew we'll go all day. If you start the shift off with a joke, we gonna be joking till the end of the shift. So you better have a plethora of joke material. Like you better not don't come with 2 bullets. I got extra clips. Like I'm bringing these jokes to your front door like you ordered me. Like
oh no, I'm door dashing them shit.
And when you can say cap, but like, look, it is not an insult for me to say you are not a great joker. That's fine. See, the thing is, as a parent, you just hope that you can give your kids all the things you're good at. Like, you see, if our kids weren't very musically inclined, I wouldn't feel responsible for that. That'd be your fault because you're the musical one.
That'd be your fault.
Because you're the musical fault. Like, if our kids were super unathletic, that would be a slight to me. Because I'd be like, that's my fault somehow. I didn't give any athletic genes to them. Like, somehow my sperm failed them. So when it comes to jokes, that's how I see things. I'm like, look, I know I'm pretty funny when it comes to joking on people. Why are they not? And I even told kids, I'm like, maybe we need to go through some verbal sparring. Maybe I can, teach you to get your game up. And I'm just like, but she's just so sweet and nice. She don't want to. And I'm like, I don't want to ruin that because I don't want to create a verbal bully, but I just want to do better. Like, doesn't every parent just want their kid to be better than them?
Yeah.
I just want them to be better at joking than I am. That's it.
Hey, Dave, I need you to leave out the names, protect the innocent, man. You out here putting names out here. We try not to do that as much as possible.
What name did he put out? Because I didn't. Oh man, yeah. Let's not put out names. I mean, you're not wrong, but let's not put out names. Let's not put out names.
We need you on that.
Hey, he need to catch this straight.
Man,
you out here just spraying the area. Just
man, his ear ringing like, what the hell's going on? He laying up with his wife like, why is my ear ringing? Because Dave out here is singing Slave. Ah, man. So, well, good luck.
But yeah, that's what's on my mind, man. I gotta do better, man. Look, my kids are awesome, and I don't want to give them any bad stuff. Like, I don't want them to be bullies because I hate that. But they gotta be able to respond better than that, man.
So what's on my mind, man? I've been talking about this shit for years, and now that I'm in a position where it now could possibly negatively affect me, I'm really on this shit. So, like, I read this article today about this dude who moved into somebody else's house. He became a squatter, and basically, for those you don't know, squatters are people who just move into houses and say, "This is my house now."
All you gotta do is have mail delivered there and it's their house for at least 30 days.
Well, yes and no. There are a couple different things. A lot of people actually make up fake fake leases and stuff because that gets you into court. But this woman who was military, the sheriff was like, nah, he instituted something. Basically said the dude was, intruding or whatever. So, man, like, why do squatters have rights, bro? Like, there's a thing called squatters' rights. I'm like,
you just now finding out about that?
No, but I've always wondered this. Like, how do you have rights? You broke into my shit and you got rights? That's not how this shit works. Like, and we can't do shit like, I don't know, fix the debt ceiling or, feed the homeless, get them off streets. Yet we got motherfuckers out here who moved into somebody's house, get some fake paperwork, and then it takes an act of God to get them out of the house they don't pay for. Squatters' rights? What? Man, you gonna make me say some shit up here. I don't even get it, man.
Sound like you hating. Sound like these niggas got the game figured out and you just trying to hate.
Man, fuck that, man. See, that's the problem, right? They mess with the right one, because, he moved all his shit in there, like, even to his dogs, into this place. and she was gone like 2 weeks. He moved up in his shit. I was like, bitch, like really? You can't get your own shit, but you gonna move to somebody else's. See, that's how people get shot. That's how people get shot, man. And I just squatters right to my ass.
Those people with the AR-15s is like, that's what we got them for. We got them for the squatters.
I mean, clearly, but yeah, man, that's more bullshit. This squatters right shit. That's what we need to be talking about. When motherfuckers who move into your shit get rights. Look at my face.
Once again, they move in, get some mail delivered. They got a 30-day protection window.
Man, bitch. That's why people like me go to jail. Because, I know OJ had to steal his shit back. I'm stealing my house back. I ain't got time for this bullshit. So, say what you want. You'll see me on the damn news handcuffed because I be damned. Talking about you gotta wait 30 days. If you don't get this motherfucker out of my house that I'm paying for, well, I got this lease. Lease from where, motherfucker? You didn't get no lease with my name on it. You get the fuck out of here.
Here's the thing. What if that squatter really got hustled by somebody? And I mean, I'm just asking for devil's advocate. Like, so what if they, in good faith, signed a lease with somebody that they thought was the owner of the place, and they didn't? They've already paid somebody. You don't think they should have some protection too because they got conned?
No.
Okay.
Not in my house.
Oh, so it just matters if it's your house.
Well, not your house.
I'm just saying, like, because you're painting a picture like all squatters who do this, like, are doing it to hustle the game, and some people actually really get conned. Like,
but how do you get a key to the damn house?
Here's the thing. Once again, somebody has a vacation home or something, and somebody knows it's vacation home, so they know, hey, this person ain't here for 3 months out of the year. So I literally break into the house, change the locks on the door, write up a lease like I own it, put the house up for rent. Somebody sign a lease agreement with me or a fake identity me. I give them the keys. They pay me rent for a couple months, and then the owners come back and like, hey, what you doing? I'm renting this place. We own this house. That person didn't know. That person didn't do the squatter shit because they were just trying to live in your shit for free. They got hustled.
So, and I understand that. You gotta get the fuck up out my house.
I mean, look, I get what you're saying, but I just wanted to understand how you felt if they didn't do it negatively. Because I imagine they probably want to get the fuck up out your house because they know, hey, we thought we was renting this place, but at the same time, they might not be able to just get about your house in 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I get it, man. You don't have the capacity of compassion to care unless that would be you in that instance. Because I bet you would be like, this some fucked up shit, man. I thought I was renting this house, and now the police show up and just tell me I gotta get all my shit out. I got me and my kids up in here, and y'all just telling me I gotta go right now. Like, no questions asked.
How would you feel that shit happened to your ass?
Hold on. First of all, if they got hustled like that, I would feel compassion. I don't know how I would necessarily handle it, but once again, I just don't want this squatters thing to be painted as everybody who does this is doing this maliciously just to get in your spot for free.
Well, this dude did, and everybody who gets arrested.
Actually, not everybody who gets arrested does.
Well, most people don't get arrested, actually.
That's what I'm saying. It's actually a lot of people. There are a lot of people who hustle like that. Like, and it sucks. It sucks for everybody.
It does. But this dude, he just moved in this shit. And he, like, I don't feel no sorry for this motherfucker. Like, and that's the thing, right? It's like, you almost gotta like double and triple your protection on your own shit. And I just think it's weird that, like, people such as us, we gotta prove that we pay rent. What do you mean prove we pay rent? Would you like I mean, I could show you all the amount I paid on this shit. How about that, motherfucker? Like, and it's so hard. It's so hard to, I don't understand the difficulty. And like, a couple days.
You do realize squatters' rights have affected us before, right?
Yes. Yes and no.
No, it affected us.
Well, we had to get out, yeah.
Yes, but we didn't have to get out right then, and that was because we had rights.
No, but that's because she gave us our money back and shit.
No,
we had to get out. We were supposed to get out at a certain time.
They had to give us at least 30 days. They gave us at least 30 days. Those were part of squatters' rights.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, once again, here's it. We were squatters by definition of law. We were squatters. We were in a place paying rent to somebody who no longer owned the property.
Well,
and when the people who owned the property showed up to the house, they couldn't just come up and be like, "Hey, y'all got to get out." It was basically like, "Oh, okay, we understand you signed a lease. That person no longer owns the property. You've got to leave. You got 30 days to leave." They legally had to give us that because they couldn't just come up and be like, "Hey, this our spot. Get up out." So once again, squatters' rights actually affected us before too. I understand in this scenario, this is a dirty squat.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people out there who, unfortunate squat. We were unfortunate squatters. We had no idea. We didn't know that shit got foreclosed 6 months prior.
That's very true.
We was paying our rent on time, minding our business.
That's very true. But I don't think we got necessarily like taken per se.
No,
I just think
but I'm saying
the time of our lease.
Once again, the squatters' rights still protected us because as soon as that entity became owners of that property, they couldn't just immediately say y'all got to leave. By law, they couldn't.
And you know what? But here's the thing: I would be fine with that entity being a bank doing that. But like, nah, man. If you paying on this shit, I feel like it's different when a bank does it and when a person does it. Like, if I can prove I own this shit and my rent's being paid on, my lease, my shit's paid on it. Like that 30-day stuff, I'm kind of just like,
okay. So you said the bank thing. So if somebody would have, because she had her house up for short sale, we just didn't know about it. So if somebody would have purchased her house, whether it was a bank or not, if somebody would have purchased the house, they still couldn't kick us out immediately. They still would have had to give us at least 30 days because those are part of squatters' rights. Even if they would have purchased it and bought it, they still would have had to give us 30 days because we had rights. But I know it's two different things. I just want you to know that at one point in time, because you think squatters' rights are stupid. At one point in time, squatter rights are the reason we had a place to stay for a couple of weeks.
Well, maybe I should call it something else then.
They probably should. Because
squatters are negative. Squatters are negative. And hey, if you got your shit just foreclosed on, that's completely different. But like, yeah, I guess we had squatters' rights, but we weren't squatters up in this bitch.
I mean, you sweating the details, man.
I mean, hey,
details.
Whatever.
Intentions don't matter. All that matters is what is and what isn't.
Yeah, man.
We might have had good intentions, but we still squatters.
I get it. I'm using logic. I hate you. But that's on that note. I gotta get out of here now because this guy made me look like a fucking idiot.
No. Because I agree with you. I don't think anybody who does what this guy did should be protected by shit.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's got to be some shit going down. But with that being said, appreciate everybody for listening to the episode tonight. Whether you listen to it right now live or you listen to it later on the podcast, thank you for listening to us. We are on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will always be on Twitch. We will always be on YouTube. And of course, if you're a friend of mine, you can check us out on my Facebook page as well. Thank you to MoeB for being in the house today. AG will hopefully be back with us next week. And of course, just like I always say, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Hey, this is the show, 5-minute warning. If you're not here, I don't know where you at. And at this point in time, sports, unless you like watching a lot of baseball, you should really be listening to us because it's about to get dry real quick.
Well, if you like seeing the Celtics get.
Yeah, get mollywopped. God bless America. Is it still like 80 points now?
I can find out. I ain't watching it. I just get the occasional score update on my phone, and I'd be like, "Damn,
I'm scared."
Why does the score keep getting farther apart?
I mean, at least the Lakers ain't getting their ass beat. We lose and we ain't getting their ass beat. So
constantly trying to find a win, baby.
Definitely gotta find it every day.
Every day you searching for that win.
Hey man, you got to search for the win. What you doing?
I mean, they only down by 29 right now.
Oh shit. Jeez. Well, And Jason Tatum's not going to touch the ball in the fourth quarter. So it is what it is. But yeah, check us out next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just like always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, MoeB 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.